What's up, comic book fans? Welcome back to Revolution Comics. Sorry I didn't post a video yesterday. I got kind of busy with stuff. But today we're going to be talking about the Monster Hunters. They're basically the equivalent, my group, of like the Avengers or the Justice League, and that's what my group is, basically. So they consist of 4 characters. We have Flameborn, the Wizard, Demon Slayer, and Rage Monster. So today I'm going to be breaking down each 4 character bios, telling you a little bit about them and explaining them in depth. So first we're going to start off with the leader of the group, the Wizard. He brings everyone together, and we're going to talk about him today. So I haven't really come up with a name for him yet. I'll probably post it in a later video or something. But basically, this guy is the apprentice of Merlin, and his story sets back to the age of Camelot. And I'll explain after all of this how he got to present day. So basically, he is in the age of Camelot, and while Merlin is crafting the sword called Excalibur, he also is learning wizardry and sorcererness, and like he gains sorcery powers, kind of like Doctor Strange. Like in the character short bio I made, I said this guy is basically my Doctor Strange in my universe. So that's how he learned the magic. He was the apprentice of Merlin. So when Merlin puts the sword in the stone, everyone tries and tries, and this guy thinks he's worthy enough to try it. So he goes up to the stone and is able to pull the sword from the stone, and it transforms him into a warrior, basically. With the sword, I took inspiration from the film King Arthur and The Sword in the Stone. It's a really good film. If you haven't watched it, I suggest you go watch it. But basically in that film, Excalibur gives powers to the wielder. So I took a little inspiration from that and mixed with his sorcery powers and the powers of Excalibur. This guy's stacked, basically. So when he has the Excalibur, it's kind of like Mjolnir, where when he throws it, it comes back to him, and then he also gains like intense speed. Like when he grips both handles, he like is able to move around fast without anybody realizing he's there and all that good stuff. So basically, after he's pulled Excalibur from the stone, monsters from a different planet called, in my universe, the Red Planet, is basically home to a bunch of group of monsters. Like the entire world is encased in monsters, different varieties, all that good stuff. And one specific one, I haven't really come up with like a name yet, but I want to do something that's like different language, ancient kind of, like the name like Kaiju or Kermitage or something. But like a cool name, I haven't quite figured it out, but so far it's just been the mystical humanoid turtle. That is not the name I am sticking with. I'm just going to let you know there. It will be changed later in the future. But basically, this guy finds a way to breach a way into Earth, and he comes and starts destroying Camelot and all that, and only the wizard can stop him. So basically, after stopping him, he's able to send him back to the Red Planet, but with consequences happening like that in Camelot, the wizard tries to prevent a way from future breaches happening. So in testing a new spell, he accidentally transports himself to the present day. Now, in the present day, in like the 2000s, he's getting new to civilization, and he appears in London. So yeah, when I get closer to making this film, this will be a film. It's just gonna be like one of my higher budgeted ones. When I get closer to making this film, I will break down more of the story and share more of the script with you. But for now, that's basically the Wizard. So yeah, he's a Camelot warrior sent to day, and he's got to assemble a team for the next invasion. Next on the list, we're going to be talking about Flameborn. So, back to Camelot, the Age of Camelot, you'll find out later in the beginning of Flameborn that the humanoid turtle wasn't the only one to be able to escape through that breach that he made. Jack's father, Flameborn, his father was actually able to escape through the breach and has been on the run. So, in my universe, these monsters, after a specific amount of time around in the air's atmosphere of Earth, they're able to transform to look like us and back to their monster forms at will. So they have a camouflage mode when they're on Earth, but when they're back on the red planet, it's all monster form, no human. They can't change, camouflage, whatever. So after the monster transformed and looked like a normal human, he fell in love with Jack's mom, and after creating him, he's now a half-breed. He's half monster, half human. So after that happens, in his film, I'm gonna bring in a bunch of monsters, because he's kind of like the reject of the school, and he really doesn't fit in anywhere, but towards the end of the movie, he starts to fit in more and more, but for now, he doesn't. And then a monster ends up showing up at the school that he's currently in and starts wreaking havoc towards it, and he's the only one that can stop him. So after being able to access his powers, he transforms into his monster form and starts to fight the monster and all that good stuff. Then he later comes to find, I'm going to do it like this. He later comes to find a tomb that his father dispersed, a red planet tomb where they had traveled to Earth before. I'm going to make it play out like that, and left a whole bunch of gear and stuff for whoever found it, if they were survivors from the red planet. So basically he walks in and then he finds a set of armor that he tears apart and puts on himself to be able to fight the big bad at the end of the film. I haven't quite figured out who I want to use for that film, but after Acidman Day and Night, Flameborn will be the next film. So I'm going to start brainstorming more ideas for the villain, and then I will let you guys know when that day comes closer. So next on the list, we have... Let's see, we have... You know what? Let's go over Demon Slayer. So, Demon Slayer, his secret identity name is Josh Green. He's an explorer, adventurer, and he explores the worlds and all that. Well, on an embarkment to Egypt, he comes across this pyramid that he goes and explores in, but then he ends up finding a tomb, a room full of jewels and stuff. But then he comes across this bracelet that just starts calling out to him. So when he reaches down to grab it, it latches itself onto him and then disperses a set of armor around him. And it tells him his main mission, that he's supposed to help destroy the demons of the world. So then at the start of the film, I'll probably do it that way. I'll probably CGI Egypt or something, because I don't think I'll be able to afford to go there. But after that, I'll probably cut to 2 years, and then him chasing a demon. So he'll be more experienced in the film. It's not a super origin story where he's just getting the hang of the powers. I'll probably do a few flashbacks here and there to his past and stuff. But basically, yes, his weapons consist of one of those psi things. It's here. I'll draw a picture real quick. I just gotta find an empty page. Like this. One of those handheld psi things. And then he also has a sword, and two like flame pistols that like shoot out stuff to be able to make the demons disappear and stuff. And then I think that's all I get. Oh, and then the suit grants him like a healing ability and night vision through the I want to say like the symbiotic eyes or something like that grants him night vision. But I'm really excited for this character. It's one of my more darker characters that I've made up, and I can't wait for you to see that. That will be, I think, after Acidman. I want to say, I think I renounced that in the future project lineup for my phase 1. This will be the last film in that. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do that, but that's a while away, so stay tuned for that. Next on the list, and last but not least, we have Rage Monster. I got this idea from, actually, a huge shout out to Dude Perfect when he does his like crazy Rage Monster things. I thought I could create a hero from that, and I wanted to show it with you guys. So let's dive into Rage Monster. So he in this film, he's gonna be like an anti-hero. He's gonna be on the run from the military because of the experiment that happened. His name in the film will be Tyler, kind of like on Dude Perfect, because I figured that'd be a cool. I thought I'd make him part of this universe. So I'm taking his name, the kind of the character, and then, but I'm not saying this is like I have the rights to this character, because it is his character. So I'll probably just in like before I make the film be like all rights to this character belong to Dude Perfect and all that, kind of like Spider-Man fan films work. So I'll probably do it like that, but he will be in the universe. So anyway, in this film he is a scientist, and when a lab experiment goes wrong, when he's angered, his eyes turn from let's see if I can turn from regular eyes to dark in here, and then red right there. And then it doesn't change his physical form, and just enhances his strength, speed, and he's invulnerable in his rage mode. In his normal mode, he doesn't really have any powers, but I think I'm going to change that, because it doesn't quite make any sense that in his rage mode he wouldn't have powers, but he doesn't change his appearance. So I think I'm going to change that after a while. But and then so through this film he learns to control it, and he's going to try to stop, like, I think I'm going to have like 4 creatures in that film that he tries to stop, and then he's going to be still on the run, and then the wizard's gonna recruit him. So yeah, look out for Rage Monster. I think I'm gonna have that in halfway through phase 2. That will be his movie. So yeah, but so I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna introduce each character right now, and then I'll probably end the video with an Acidman update. So the first film will be Flameborn. I'm putting my hands down on that one. It will be the first one. So at the end of the movie, the wizard will appear to him with an offer, and it's going to be like, you're not going to be able to see the wizard's face or anything. It'll just appear to him with an offer, be like, we need your help, and then end film. That's basically it. And then I haven't done the Demon Slayer or the Rage Monster. I haven't quite figured out how I want to do, like, put them together in a team. But I have figured out the wizards. So with the wizards, at the end of the film, I'm gonna play it off like that the wizard was telling Jack his story and how he came to the present day, and Jack will be like, "Oh, that's so cool. So am I the only one left on this team?" He's like, "No, I have 2 more candidates that we have to grab," and then he'll be like, "I'll take this guy and you take the big guy," or something. And he'll be like, "Okay, let's see what we can do." And then we'll end the film there. But I'm really excited. This will probably be a phase 3 film. Here, I have the picture right here. So that's the wizard, Demon Slayer, Flameborn, Rage Monster right there. I'm going to color them in later and probably post it to my Instagram. And then that's a portal. So, and then the monsters are in the background. So yeah, that is my Monsters Hunters. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I will be happy to answer them. But that is it. All on the Monster Hunters. So a quick update on Acidman Day and Night. I've had kind of a setback with the script. I wanted to get a lot done and I kind of rushed through it. So I had one of my friends read it, and then they had some critiquing to do, and I realized how rushed I went through it. So my friend said that it was good up to a certain point, and then it felt rushed after that. So I've gone back and I've like completely scrapped up to, I think I'm on scene 7 right now. I'm sorry that I promised halfway through September, but I might not make it to then. But yeah, so I'm going to work really hard on it, but because of that setback, it might be pushed out. I might need it until like the beginning of August or like sometime through August to finish it. But it will definitely be done before November. I'm going to at least try to get it done before November, save up for the camera, and maybe start filming during winter, my 5-week winter break for college. So yeah, that is my Acidman Day and Night update. And if you enjoy my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm going to try to post more frequently with character bios and regular videos. And there aren't really any good movies I want to see yet. So those probably will halt until like November when the Marvels comes out. I'll go do a review on that. But until then, I think until I find a good movie that comes out, the movie reviews, those three, the Spider-Man, Lotus, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the Blue Beetle film are like the movie reviews for now. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed today's video and learned more about my characters. Catch y'all next time.